let me tell you the story of my journey down to Miami and back up to what I call Sparta. That's where I'm at now, back to my training in the woods, on my hunts, my warrior king missions, elite assassin quests. This is episode, I believe, number 5 of Drives and Talks with Chriz. So get ready. I'm going to tell you a story as I go towards my next quest, my forest mission in the woods. So to start, I get this message from one of my mentors that it would be beneficial, or essentially asked me if I would go to this event being held in South Beach, Miami at Miami Action Design Stunt Studio, hosted by Travis Wong and Jam Movement, Yesenia, and Chriz. Phenomenal people, great experience, amazing. But let me tell you the story as to how this all transpired. So I'm working right now as a salesman or fitness manager, coach, trainer, but doing sales for personal training at the JOB job, gym that I work at. And we had a good month. And so basically I had some choices. I'm praying to God, asking him for guidance for what to do, where to go next. Really not sure where I'm at in life, like why I'm not where I want to be or thought I'd be or have trained for and ready for. But I had faith, and so I prayed, and all of a sudden I get this message. Before I make any decisions about where the money's going to go, to new gear, new armor, investing in this, investing in that, or saving, it was just exactly how much I made in extra in my role that I was able to invest in the program. Just $300 for 2 days of training down in South Beach, Miami for 4-hour sessions. It was amazing. 22 hours away from where I'm at in Wisconsin. And let me tell you, it ended up being more like 26 just because of the stops and the breaks. I went with me and my family. I don't disclose those sorts of details over internet as much as I'd like, not as much as possible, just out of, every warrior, every hero, every wise man conceals things as necessary. Now anyway, so I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right. Oh wait, yeah, I can go because it's blinking red light. So I'm like, all right, can I do this? One thing led to another, looking at the pieces, making it work, was able to go. So we set the plans, we got the right place to go, we got the stay, we got the enrollment locked in, and committed the time to go do that. Left on a Thursday night, drove all the way, slept halfway a little bit, traded off with my family, and drove there all in one day. Got there Friday night, got to sleep, established in the sleep. Arose the next day, got ready, barely made it on time because Miami traffic was crazy. But it's funny because as we were leaving, there was so much that was happening before we left. Everything leading up to it, getting home, we had to take showers, we had to get our clothes ready, we had to get food ready, then we had to get in the car, and then I forgot to invest my deposit for rent, so we had to go back to the house right after we left, like 5 minutes. And then before that even happened, we had to get some chargers, we had to get a few things on the way out, we had to get the gas, and then we also went to, when we got our chargers, I went to Walgreens to get the charger. And funny story, after I paid for it, I threw away the box for the charger and my card in the garbage. So then we go get gas, and I'm trying to pay for it. I'm like, wait, where's my wallet? Like, where's my thing? So I had to go get back, and then my wife had to get it, and then I had to go get it. We had to go back. That's what I'm saying. I had to go back to Walgreens and then get the card. And then I remembered we had to turn the rent because it was due the Monday after the weekend when we got back, and we wouldn't be back in time. So then we had to go back home, and then we finally got to leave. So there was a lot of resistance. There was a lot of tangles and knots to secure before you go on a long mission, and a very focused mission. No vacation. It was all straight business, like the front of a plane. It's all business. It was family, but it was work too. So you have to stay locked in and like remember this is what we're here to do, not to be comfortable, but to be uncomfortable and to become better and to get sharper and more dangerous and learn. So I got that on my mind while also trying to bear the risk of driving in a car 26 hours straight, day and night, and like trying to think long term and make sure that I do something big while I'm at the studio to create an opportunity for myself, because I want to be in the industry like this versus where I've been. So especially because I come from right now, like after college football, I had nowhere to go, so I've just been kind of like in the middle of nowhere in a small town in Wisconsin. And I'm an actor, I'm an action figure, I'm in for big things. So and it's not about the big thing, it's just about living out the purpose. And that's fine. You know, if there's seasons of life that come and go, I've learned a lot of wisdom. I've been very isolated. I've been in the woods a lot, training all the time. I've overcome a lot of hard times and lack of support and very little. I made a lot of things out of that. So, if anything, when I'm handed and blessed with more abundance, and I get to do what I love to do on the highest level, I'm gonna even do better than I thought I would had I gotten it earlier. So it is what it is. But anyway, faith overcomes everything. In due time, everything in due time. So anyway, we leave, go there, make it. Miami traffic is crazy. Chicago traffic was crazy. Atlanta and Nashville was crazy. All of that was crazy. We get there, hold up. Bro, man, hey. We get there, and it is chaotic. Finally get the hotel. We go to sleep, and then we go to the training session, and then we make it there about like 2 minutes. Like actually on the spot, on the first day. Still perfect time before it started, but I wanted to get there like an hour early, but we were still kind of getting ready and, up because of the long drive, whatever, no excuses. We made it there, very welcoming, very chill. Didn't really know like what to expect or who was gonna be there, and if all these people have like way more experience than me, and I'm not gonna say anything, but I definitely will say that I feel like, what I'll say is this. I came there, I worked, I learned, and I really love being around everybody and working with everybody. And there were people who very much impressed me just with like what they can do that I didn't know. Like I was able to learn things as I've always wanted to, finally could. I'd be doing that every single day of my life if I could. Seriously. But, life has its ways and God has his plans, so gotta trust in the Lord. But, yeah, I'm just like thinking about like, so I go there, I do great, I learn a lot, I make connections, I network with people, I create some content, and this is a big step, so we made it. And then after that, I go home, get some stuff done, unwind, relax, chill, this to happen. And I'm like, all right, how am I going to choose to act? I'm an action actor. I'm a stunt actor. I'm a man of action. I'm a father. I'm a husband. And so, I'm a man. And it's ultimately my responsibility. So I'm like, okay, what you gonna do to get out of this? First of all, don't freak out. Don't panic. Trust God. Have faith. Act. Okay. So immediately go from calm to like slowly build up the stress. Nervous system's activated. I was fine for it, you know. And I just decided like it doesn't matter how I feel, I have to do this for my family. So, like, you know, family member comes back, calls Uber, 13 minutes away, find out where it is, get there, pay for it. Then I go in the building, and it's like a dungeon. Oh my gosh, it was like I was in the waiting dungeon scene of life. And I feel like God and I are gonna have a conversation about this moment in my life, because I got to a point where I'm like kind of laughing at it, because I'm like, what can I do, man? So I give her the driver's license, the lady at the front. She was very nice, but she was also kind of like exhausted because she deals with negative people all day long. I heard them calling her on the phone, and they're always like, you need to give me my car back. And like, she's like trying to be nice. So I go there, give her the driver's license. She confirms what my car is. I go get my registration, or what I thought was my up-to-date registration paper. I bring it in. None of it's the right information. So I have to go online. It takes me like 30 minutes for like 5 different websites. Got to call the police in the city that I'm from. She was just in time, like it was a dead period when I called, so she was able to help me for like 10 minutes to figure out how to get the information online so I get my car registration information. So then I go, pay for that, send them an email, and now I'm ready to pay. And it comes out to $518.57. I'm like, okay, yo, here we go. I guess they don't take credit. They don't take, like, you can't split the payment. So I'm like, okay, well, that's gonna affect us. Thankfully, my family and I, we strapped up enough before, so you know, we're really not equipped to handle this, but it is what it is. You know, we work. That's what I'm saying. So it ain't easy yet. Even then, I'll never give up. I am rich and I am wealthy. Believe that. Multi-billionaire. Talking about. And it's not no game. I mean that. Anyway, so I have the options of Zelle, money order, cash, check, or something else. I don't know. I'm like, okay, let me Zelle. Can only send 500. So, and they can't split the payments. So I have to, and I can't do cash because they have a limit there too. So I had to go down the road now to a store to get a money order, and that was a process. Skipping that, I come back. I'm just like, my God, bro, are we gonna get this car? It's 2 hours away until my training session, and I'm immediately like, I don't even know if that's gonna happen. And then honestly, that doesn't even matter. What's more dangerous is me being stranded in Miami with my family and my girl, stranded in Miami with no car, and then we have to get out of the hotel. Like, that's not okay. And that's more money. And it's more time that we don't get this car and they're gonna bracket the bill. So I'm running back, calm, cool, collected, confident, taking the moment in, taking the scenery in, letting God humble me, break me down for whatever. And I pay for it with the money order until she takes it. I get the car and we head back. Then I gotta unpack everything at the house. That's a lot, it was heavy. Put it in the car and get in that tight car again and drive off to the training session. You get there 30 minutes early, I take care of myself, get ready. And then that training session was great. It was very exhausting, I'll tell you that. But after that, what is that? After that, well, after the training session, we head right back home. And I just thought about it. You know, I was driving, singing, rapping, chilling, vibing. I was thinking about that journey. I was thinking about my life. I was thinking about what I was going to do when I got back, and I got everything done this week. Handled the business. I handled the bag. I got the money and I got the cash. Did a lot of big things. And it looks like there's somebody in the place I want to go to. So I'm going to have to turn around. Plans change. Of course. Whatever. God has a plan for everything. So let's go with the flow. Anyway, so here I go. Let me turn back around real quick. Turn around. Alright, here we go. Back to it. We're going to another location. Because those people are up in the 4th and 3rd. I'm not dealing with that. We'll go another day in life. Earlier. Probably a good thing I didn't come out here then, I guess, huh? Probably a good thing for everything that happened the way it did. Man, this has plans. God will direct his steps and make it come true, and his will be done. Okay. Next. So we driving home, handle the business, I handle the bag, get done with the week, and now we moving forward. I wanted to share that story for a lot of messages, just to keep going, faith, and to encourage you during your journey in the struggle. If you're listening to this and you're going through a struggle, I know what it's like, trust me. So keep going, don't give up, keep moving forward, follow the purpose that God gave for you, follow God, live out the mission, finish the quest, and keep training, okay? Otherwise, that's story number 2. It was a crazy story of faith, hardship, perseverance, trust, not crashing out, not getting mad, not yelling, enduring. Also, I will say, after the training session on the 2nd day, let me tell you, I had the best steak taco burrito in the entire world. Oh my gosh. And then we drove home, and I fell asleep, and then I drove, and then I fell asleep, and then I think I drove, and then we went back to, and then we got back home. Now we are going to make some moves to bring forth the purpose that God gave us more abundantly, fully, and that means it is time to move to a new area of territory, kingdoms, castles, and lands, and establish ourselves there in the industry as the elite warrior king, assassin, ninja, soldier, Halo Spartan, 117. That being said, stay tuned for the next episode. That's a true story. I'm not kidding. It was a true story. And there's so much more yet left to say and do. So, yeah. Stay tuned for the next episode. Dropping next week. Talk to y'all later. Yo, this is a part of the video I forgot to add. So I want this to be understood and may this resonate with you as well. A lot of people, and humans and people, and humans are humans and people are people. But there are times when humans, including ourselves and myself, aim for the worst part of us. And so with that being said, it is okay that, for example, people who want to get into fitness, being like fit, just for the sake of fitness, that's fine. And it doesn't make you or break you if somebody goes into fitness or martial arts or swords training or acting for any different reason. But it does tell a story, and stories are valuable, and that touches the soul. And that's ultimately what matters. So with that being said, at least from my story, where my creed comes from, I didn't become a warrior and do what I do and become who I am today. A warrior king, elite assassin. Because I wanted to look cool or feel good, or because I wanted to learn the techniques. It's because of pain. I became a monster because of the pain. And that pain I turned into fuel. When I had nothing. When I had everything. Over time you do heal. Intentionally, but also as time goes by. So now I train from a different place. But that scar is always there as a reminder, etched into eternity, where the struggle and the pain came from, and what it takes to overcome it and become greatness and what you were destined to be. And so with that being said, that is why I do what I do. I do it for God, I do it for truth, I do it for love, I do it for Jesus, and I do it for war and for peace. And it started with the pain, and then it turned into technique, and it turned into a way of life. Not just something we do, it's a way of life. God bless.
Some shit I wrote about when I was broke. See, the power of the mind is not a joke. Man, I said that I would do it and I did. Used to get leftovers out the fridge. Nobody was famous where I live, till I got it jumping at the crib. Took a lot to be able to give. I mean, shine like no other. I be on some other shit. I got a high bright lifestyle, super bad bitch. If I want it, then I got it. If I don't, then all I gotta do is go. Get, stay up on my dick. Ball till I fall. Floss until I get. Headshot, here go. Yeah.